Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I put up a video and I apologize for that. I've been on vacation and come back from vacation and my wife and little boy immediately got sick. So lo and behold, that's the way things go, I guess. Well, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on a piece of gear I picked up while we were on vacation. I have been looking at these for probably about a year, doing my research on them, and just never could justify the cost of getting one of them. And the little piece of gear I'm talking about is a Sterno Dynamo stove. I have looked at these off and on, like I said, for about a year. And I could see where they would have a place. But I never could justify giving anything from 35 to 50 bucks for one. And then paying shipping on top of that. And I checked a couple of different sporting goods stores and they all run right around 40, 50 bucks in the store. And I just couldn't bring myself to spend that money on one because of the Twig stove and the Esbit stove and stuff like that that I already had. I just couldn't see where it would do a better job than what I was already using. So while we were on vacation, I went into a little mom and pop hiking supply store and found this thing for $14.95. And like I said, it's the Sterno Dynamo. Not only was it 15 bucks, but it has a self-igniter on it. So I figured for that cost, I could try it and see what it would do. I've played with it just a little bit, and we're going to run a little test on it. But the stove and the can of fuel, I've got like 22 bucks in the whole thing. So I figured, hey, it's worth a shot. Now, the only thing that I see that may turn out to be an issue, and time will tell, is the size of the burner. As you can tell, it's not very big, or not the burner, but the pot stand. It's not very big, and I'll give you a better shot of that here in a minute. But what we're going to do is, I've got my Pathfinder cup here, and I've got 16 ounces of cold tap water in it. So we're going to fire this thing up and see how long it takes to get that to a rolling boil. Let me kill this light for a second. Get you turned around here. The adjustment for the flame is right here on the back. So let's see if we can fire this thing up. Here we go. I've got to give it credit. It fires fast. Now, there's low. And there's high. So let's get this cup set on here, get the flame adjusted, and see what happens. We are looking at 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Let me take you off here so you can see the size I was talking about. There's the Pathfinder cup sitting on there. So as you can see, the pot stand is not very big. Oh, get you turned around and back up here and stand. Turn that light on. But if it does good, I don't see how you could go wrong with 15 bucks for a portable burner like that. I'm not going to turn this thing wide open. We're just going to let it sit here and see what happens. We're about a minute in right now. Few things. I want to apologize to some of you. I've had a lot going on with work and vacation and family being sick, and I haven't been able to keep up to date on watching all my videos. So I have a lot of unwatched subscription videos that I've got to get caught up on. And I'm going to try to, as I go, to comment on videos and stuff when I can and where I can. So I apologize for not staying caught up with everything. I'm also probably going to get out and do the next video in the field review series on the SEs. It will be on the SE5. If I don't get it done over the weekend, I'll get it done Monday or Tuesday. Weather here has been crazy as usual. We had a few days last week that were in the mid-40s. Then it went from a high of 42 on Wednesday to a high of 28 on Thursday, and it snowed. We were gone on vacation at the time, got about 3 inches here at the house, and then that all melted off. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we haven't got out of the 20s this week with lows in the single digits. So it's crazy. Today was the first decent day we had, and it's 39. So that's just Kentucky weather for you. But let's check this here. We're about 3 minutes in. That's interesting. Already getting bubbles at 3 minutes. So cover this thing back up. Let's see what it does. But like I said, compared to Pocket Rocket and a lot of the other brands that are anything from around 35-40 bucks to 50 bucks or on up, when I come across this one, I figured, hey, 15 bucks, if I get it and it works for 6 months and I have to throw it away, oh well. So for the price, if it works at all, it's well worth it. And then add in the fact that it has a self-igniter on it, which a Pocket Rocket, some of the models don't. Some of the other models don't. And when you get up into those, you could get up into 60, 70 bucks for some of those. I guess it all depends on where you get them at. But, I mean, when you can get a complete setup for under 25 bucks, it's hard. Even if it takes 10 minutes to boil water, it's hard to say that it's not worth it. Especially when you're pinching pennies and all of that. I know there's a big thing of cheap gear is just that, cheap gear. But every once in a while you'll run across something that's cheap that's actually worth more than what you gave for it, if that makes sense. So, back around here a little. Let's see, we're about 5 minutes in. And we're boiling. Now, granted, that ain't a full rolling boil. Cover it back up here and give it another minute or two and see what happens. Oh, never mind. just that quick. Here we go. Full roll and boil in about 5.5 minutes. So I don't think you can complain with that. Turn this off. But yes, full roll and boil in 5.5 minutes. 16 ounces of cold tap water. So I don't think it's too bad. Whoa, come back here. I think that is very good performance for something as cheap as this is. I will let you know what I find out the first time I use a skillet on top of it cooking. I am worried that with the pot stand being so small that if you use a standard folding skillet that you will have to constantly hold on to the handle to keep the skillet from falling off of it. If that turns out to be an issue, I've got a few ideas on how I may be able to fix that. And all it may take is just one of the small grills that you can get, small pack grills. But we'll cross that bridge if it comes to that. But there you go. The Sterno Dynamo butane stove. $14.95. I think it's going to be a handy piece of kit. And like I said, 16 ounces of cold tap water in 5.5 minutes to a full roll and boil. That is nothing to complain about. I don't know that with my twig stove that I have, I don't know that I can get water to boil that quick with it. And I know I can't with the Esbit. The Esbit takes a little bit longer than that. So definitely something worth looking at and checking out. It does come with a plastic case to keep it in. It takes up almost no room at all, as you saw when it's folded up. So I'd say size-wise, it's comparable to a pocket rocket in size. But there you go. I'll get another video up for you, hopefully either over the weekend or the first of the week. And I'll talk to you soon. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.